Some of you have been having a few problems with getting REPL to work. So if you're really struggling to have a REPL website and make REPL work for you, then you can write HTML just in a notepad file. So any text editor, you can write HTML. So I've got some HTML here. I can add bits to that just in the same way as we would before. So let's add another list item here. You've got to make sure you get the tags right because it's not going to help you in Notepad. When you've done the page and when you're happy with the page, save as, and you need to save it as a .html file. And I've already got one there, so I'm just replacing that. So when I look at that in my folder, this is my folder that I've got it in. I've called it website. And I've got an index file, which is this file that I've just made, and I've got a picture file as well in there. If I double click this, it's going to start it up in a web browser. You can see this is the page, and you can still make amendments to this. So here's the code that I've still got. So I can make an amendment to this, whatever I fancy doing. So I could maybe add another paragraph in here. So just a little bit of typing there, close the paragraph tag. So now I've saved it as an HTML, I can just save and it will save that again. If I go back to this page now and refresh it, you can see that that bit has just appeared because I've just added that in this notepad file. So it's a little bit more tricky to get your head around, really, perhaps, because you could do with having your notepad open and your page to look at, and it's not a bad idea to have the folder that you've kept it in as well. So this one I've kept, it's on my OneDrive, but it's in website, and I've got all the files I need for this page in here. So my index page and the image that's showing on the page. So hopefully that might help a little bit. If you're having trouble with REPL, you can use Notepad. And the important thing to remember is when you go File and Save As, you need to save it as a .html file. And if you save it as .html, then when it comes up in there, it will look like a web page when it comes up in your folder and file list.